see whatever I'm doing. If I want, actually, I can share my wallet and everyone will see. But if I even don't want it and everyone know my wallet, the solution is coming. Zero knowledge protocol. That's working. That's my friends is working on. That's why I would love to add it, because I fully agreed, and I would like to concern on making, let's say, a real crypto product, if you know what I mean.
Okay, I like that. Let's keep that for the follow-up. Let's really talk in the follow-up about like possible products, possible services we can develop in this direction, and yeah, work that out. Work that out, because I think if we dive in right now, then we would lose the rest of the preparation I did, and couldn't make it. So yeah, I'll just yeah, let's talk in a group later about a possible next meeting. I think in like 2 weeks, something like that, because we have to organize the meetup soon, like actually like after this meeting here. And yeah, cool. Let's continue. What makes Prague unique? I see personal, parties, commitment, people, vibes and feelings supporting collaboration. So I think we have the same idea of why it's unique, because it's real, because we feel supported, we feel at the right spot, we feel the potential together, and now it's on us to use it. So how can we improve the quality or quantity of the members? By authenticity, generosity, commitment. If you want to explain that a little deeper, Natalia, would you please for a second just run through?
Yeah, I was able to zoom in. Okay, let me see. Authenticity is speaking our truth, not being afraid to be cancelled from this community. The reason why people don't talk truth, don't share what they actually feel, not what they think, but how they feel, is the reason why we build products that are fake, not real. And to me, authenticity is when I am authentic, when my body is like, yep, this is truth. So I want to feel that way in whatever we're building. So that's that.
Mhm.
And then generosity is being nice and kind and generous to ourselves and generous to those that we care for, which is the community. Generous meaning like giving ourselves and giving our time, giving our energy unconditionally, and seeing, knowing that this is the type of community that will unconditionally bring it back to you one way or another, if it's not coming from that same person that you gave something, like pass it on philosophy. Commitment is like, hey, actually showing up, starting with this meeting and showing up, starting with the chats, showing up, answering, being active. If we ask something to each other and asking us to voting, if we expect people to be active in DAO and people are not voting, like how we can actually create good DAOs? People should be committed to wherever they're showing up. And if they don't feel like showing up, being honest, authentic about it, and say, hey, I'm busy right now, or I'm not going to be online, or I'm not going to be able to show up this way that the community expects. That's okay. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So for me, that sounds like we should give a kind of target picture to our audience to see why they should do it. It always starts with why people are moving, why people are doing things, and if we provide them a kind of picture, like a future, possible future, then they might see the potential even clearer.
Yeah.
I think we can work that out for the next meetup, that we open it with the next milestones. Let's say milestones, because I think milestones are also outcome. For example, a product, service, a business, that we want to do that until Q2, for example. If we say so, we can figure that out in a minute. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Does it?
For sure, my friend.
Cool. All right, then friends, I love that. I love that, because I feel that. I feel that we are all friends and we're all happy, and yeah.
Oh,
I'm already happy to see you,
See, like,
to see all of you.
Same here. Natalia, categorize meetings suitable for a wider range of audience. I like that a lot. That's very, very, very important. You're very right, in my opinion. But how are we able to find that? Do you think a survey would help us? Do you think a poll would help us? Because we tried that before, and we agreed on Wednesday, and it changed 1 week afterwards.
So that was the answer on how to improve the quality of people. And to do that, so inevitably there is going to be people who are new in the space, and there is going to be people who are working in the space, and they are only coming for those meetups to do business deals. So in order to satisfy both or all of the audiences, we actually were talking about that after some of the meetings, that it would be great to divide events for those who want to educate themselves from the very basics of what Web3 even is, and to then create separate events for those who are on higher levels of Web3 careers and want to come for specialized networking, not for education, because there is inevitably some level of education that they might not get from us. So that's one of the options of how to make people happy and how to improve the quality of people, because when we come there, we expect some level of connections. So that's one of the options once we grow, is to have several layers, as in grades in school, really.
I really like that. I would call it level that you reach, that you start as a newbie. It depends, of course, on your background. I wouldn't say that we all are newbies, like in terms of a level. But let's say we have a person who never heard from Web3 from a person, just from the internet, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And they want to join our meetings just to educate themselves, because maybe they could find an opportunity they like and then just jump on it. I'd suggest to do like a gaming oriented level up system, to say like, okay, if you, for example, put in certain amount of time, you get kind of, I don't know how to say, like coins or points, whatever.
tokens.
And then at some point you reach the next level. And that's how we make it kind of exclusive to reach the business level. And if we have like people, we can also make that as an option. If we have people which are, for example, definitely the business level, we can give it as a gift to them, the card as a gift, because we can say like the value of this card is either, let's say, 500 hours of participation, or 10 tasks in specific projects from this group, or exclusive, membership. What we could also do is like sell those cards, sell those membership cards with this certain level.
Absolutely. This will help to build a sense of ownership and investment in the community, so to encourage participation, engagement of people, so they feel they are part of something that is continuous rather than a one-off thing. It also reminded me of when I went to Paralelanipolis for one of their meetups. It was a Bitcoin meetup, and instead of learning something new, I ended up being the person who was explaining something to the very newbies of how to, like, what even is a Bitcoin or how to install a crypto wallet. And I'm not a professional at all, but this ended up to be the different expectations reality thing. So
I'm sure it always happens to you, I'm sure.
Actually, we were speaking about this with Natalia, last meetup, I think. Yeah, I totally agree, because many times, like I've attended many meetups in Prague, and it always end up with something that's like for new buys, and you're like, oh my god, again.
What a scam it is like.
Yeah. So, yeah, I expect like to learn something.
I feel your pain. I feel your pain, my friend.
Because like every person should like learn every day, like whole life. So I expect to learn something new, not just listening the same thing over and over, you know. So yeah, I totally agree, and I think that we should definitely implement this kind of like selection, or maybe like if the person feels that he or she wants to join like the higher rank, like the higher uh, level of crypto knowledge, they can just join it. I don't know, maybe divided by meetups. If you attended like 5 meetups, like basic meetups, you can like attend professional meetups or something like that. I don't know. Just like
Okay. I think we can also do a follow-up on that.
And Michael wanted to talk. I just want to make sure, Michael.
Yes, I'm just waiting, for Kian to write it down in his iPad or where he's writing the ideas. So he's not missing any great idea, I'm going to say.
I love this guy.
Just kidding.
Intelligent young man. I like it.
I'm there, bro.
I wanted to just agree. I agree with Andre and with Nat that I also visited Paralelní Polis, and it should be a talk about blockchain, about cryptos, Bitcoin, and whatever. And in like 15 minutes, in maybe less than 15 minutes, we were talking about if Bitcoin is a pyramid, if it is a Ponzi scheme, if it's going down, when it's going down. Somebody was stolen, and they stole his, money, and when it is going to collapse. And I was like, oh gosh, I should be running very fast from this meetup, and in like 40 minutes. At first, I was like loudly speaking, discussing, and in 5 minutes I was silent as a grave, saying nothing. And in 45 minutes I was leaving. So this is a very good idea to bring, to when we are organizing any meetup, to maybe give that like a level, newbie or amateur, or for professionals, or for investors, or for everyone, something like that.
So for all meetups, a specific target group.